G'day folks and welcome back to David Sigbin.
Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button.
Hope you're all having a fantastic day, and have you ever wondered if a Karen in Australia is any different to a Filipino Karen? Or do even Filipino Karens exist in the real world? Well, we're about to find out, and if the same Karens are there or the other one is more or less of a Karen, because a Karen is generally classified as a middle-aged white woman and came from the origins with a haircut like this. And an Australian Karen is known more famous for moments like this.
Why did you just kill that fish and throw it back in and kill it?
I didn't kill it.
You did so. I saw it and it's floating here.
I tried to release it, but it didn't release, so I did not kill it.
You did. I saw it here and it's just flapping up and around. You've got to hide. Can I see your fishing license, please?
I do have a fishing license.
Yeah, good.
I'll put you on YouTube as well.
That's okay.
So, as you can see, this Karen felt entitled to tell this poor bloke having a fish who released a small fish back into the ocean to fight another day.
He is that person who would call the cops on a kid selling lemonade because they didn't have a permit.
Australia has size limits, so you have to return the fish back if it's undersized. In particular, the Karen has evolved into a figure known for her hypocrisy, rudeness towards working class staff, and anti-science beliefs. They are generalised to have entitlement, selfishness, and a desire to complain. Well, this Aussie Karen gets a big tick for all of them.
It's just mind-blowing how every Karen looks the same.
Feeling entitled to tell someone off, getting right up into his personal space while fishing, doing nothing wrong, and telling him, "You've got to get out of here"? Who does she think she is? Well, that's a bloody Karen, of course. Pretty much self-explanatory. She didn't give any hoots about the fisherman going about his day enjoying a peaceful fish, only to be interrupted by a selfish, rude Aussie Karen.
She's the type of person to get offended by someone breathing in a different room by themselves.
Now, I don't know how long she's been spying on this innocent fisherman. Maybe she's had a pair of binoculars. Maybe she's been hiding for weeks and weeks and nothing's been done about it. Who knows? But she has a desire to complain about anything that moves, including the return of undersized fish back into the ocean that unfortunately didn't survive.
Fish like that. You can call the DPI now if you want, the Department of Primary Industries. You can give them a call.
And Balmain Police.
Yes, you can do that.
Yeah, I will.
Yes, you could do that.
I am. Don't worry about it.
Go ahead.
Would this ever happen in the Philippines, you might ask? Well, undersized fish doesn't exist really in the Philippines. The smaller the fish, the more muss are up, the more delicious, and the better it is. Come to think of it, it would actually be more encouraged. I'm pretty damn sure this Karen would not survive in the Philippines. Anyway guys, there you have it, a perfect example of an Aussie self-righteous Aussie Karen. Now, Sanud, next, what do we have in store? We have a Filipino Karen. Can they beat the Australiano Karano? Well, I believe this Karen was told to get out of a 7-Eleven store for not wearing a mask. Now, you couldn't picture a better Karen scenario if you tried.
Anong pangalan mo? Pati yung... De, para sabihin mo lang sa'yo, akin to. Tara. No! No! It's okay. Use my own
Ma'am, wala nang...
Akin to.
Di ma'am.
Yeah. Hindi ako nagsinungaling. So, patupuntayin na ta ako?
Ma'am, wala nang ito para po sa inyo to, ma'am.
Halika na na. Hindi. Sinasabi ko nga sa atin to. Napicture ko sila, ba't ayaw nila? Halika na. Ayaw nila makita ni Bongbong? Kung kanina itong 7-Eleven?
Just how rude is this Karen? A Filipino Karen who has to make a scene and not respect authority by the staff at 7-Eleven. Don't these security guards carry guns for bobos like this? I mean, what was she getting that was so important? Perhaps some skin whitening lotion to make her look more like the Karens of old, the original Karen, like this. Or maybe some blonde hair dye to look like the original Karen. Now, selfishness was everywhere. It was everywhere in this 7-Eleven store, shown by one person thinking she has every right to talk down the staff and not thinking of others' health by not wearing a bloody mask. Now, feeling so entitled, she believes she doesn't have to wear a mask, but also thinking she has every right to act like a 3-year-old, and lastly, a desire to complain about anything including the staff and for not allowing her to be a brat.
That Karen in the Philippines would be like, I'd like to speak on her manager. This is ridiculous. It's my right to not wear a face shield since I already wore face mask. I'm a Filipino and Philippines has freedom to do what we want.
Now that was a typical Karen moment for standing for her Karen rights, thinking the store owes her something for buying so many disposable nappies for herself. Is this a drunk Karen? Maybe too many red horses? And using her phone to threaten to take photos of the staff, which is a typical Karen moment. A Karen is definitely hard to find in the Philippines, but if you know any around, let me know and put a comment down in the comment section below. Now, should all women in the Philippines that display all Karen characteristics be called a Karen, or do you have another name for them? Let me know and comment below. Anyway guys, a Karen is so much easier to find in Australia, the land down under. I bet you bottom dollar. They are everywhere. They are in Bunnings.
And you're discriminating against me.
Discrimination. We're all just trying to all be in this together. We all have
All
to
in
wear a
what
mask.
together? I actually don't. And you're not authorised by the Australian government to even question me about it.
It's a condition of entry of our store as
Then that's discrimination, and I can have you sued personally for discriminating against me as a woman.
Okie dokie guys, the verdict is out that Australia seems to take the cake on the Karen scale, defeating the Filipino Karens by a whopping margin for her absolute insanity. Maybe ban that Karen from every 7-Eleven store in the Philippines. That would be a maganda great idea. And ban that Aussie bloody Karen from any pier, beach, supermarket, or pretty much anywhere that she can breathe outside her house. That would be bloody awesome. The world would be a much better place without Karens. Thanks for watching the Aussie Pinoy Down Under. And remember, the Sigbin is watching.